Love Network. We're here for our meditation a day. My guest is Jane Mountrose. She's been here on Enlightened World in so many different ways. She has a special show that she does on Sunday evenings at 5:30 Eastern Time with her husband,
It's
Philip.
7:30 because
7:30,
4:30, yeah,
5:30 my time,
right.
7:30 Eastern. And that's with her husband, Philip Mountrose. They are amazing teachers. So please check out that show. But Jane, thank you for being here with us today.
Oh, thank you for inviting me, Ruth. I'm delighted.
So you can just have the floor. I can't wait to see where you are being led to guide us today.
Okay, well, I'm looking at what we consider in our work, our foundational process, which is soul centering, we call it. And it's about centering your energy in the area around your heart and connecting with love, basically. I wanted to just say a few things about it before starting, just to give you kind of an overview of why I consider it to be so important. It is a way to access that state of connectedness. If you look at love and we're connecting with the love in your heart, love essentially to me is connectedness. It's the absence of fear and the absence of separation. Fear and separation go together, love and connectedness go together, and they don't occur at the same time. In that state of connectedness, it means that you're connected with guides and angels, with also your most resourceful place to create the life that you want. So you're connected with your ability to manifest. So it is a very powerful place to be. It also is the heart. We're holistic in our perspective, and the heart, from my view, is the center of your being. In some spiritual traditions, it's considered to be the bridge between heaven and earth, or the bridge between a lower dimension and a higher dimension. So if we're looking to shift into a higher dimensional perspective, the heart, it's like the doorway to get there. So that's the way we look at it. And doing this process for me, it has transformed my life. We started actually doing it more than 30 years ago now. And back then it wasn't, all of that wasn't as well, you could say, documented in terms of the power of the heart as it is now with things like Heart Math, the Heart Math Institute, which has shown just all kinds of positive effects of connecting with the heart. They kind of go to the edge, to me, at least the way I see it, is they go to the edge of spiritual, because they're kind of coming from a scientific place, and they talk about how it is helpful in building intuition. They don't really go fully where we see it going. But it is a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful experience for us, and we work with students and clients, and has been one of the most transformational processes we know. So that was what I thought would be a good place to go today. It's a worthwhile place to go every day, in my opinion, in one way or another, however it works for you. So before we start, I wanted to mention you could start with something in mind that you want to explore, like a question, like what is it that's special about me, or any kind of a question on a spiritual nature. You could also be looking at a challenge that maybe you want to heal with love. You could just have the intention of feeling good about yourself, because your heart understands that you're worthy of love, that you are love. And when you connect with that love in your heart, and this is a great thing also for building self-esteem and confidence in yourself, because it knows how valuable you are. Or you could just connect with a purpose. Like, if you want a sense of purpose, where would that be taking you now? So there are different things you can do. And it's also it's fine to simply allow it to unfold, just kind of to be present to it, because it is a state of presence that we're talking about. And it is a wonderful way just to be present to yourself and to the moment. So with that, I'll just start. And as we begin, I think it's wonderful first to notice how you feel now. how your body feels, if you notice any tension or stress, um, just anything or other disturbances that might be coming into your awareness. And we do this because then you can get a kind of before and after sense of, well, gee, I was feeling this before and after this, then this happened. So you can tell more about the results. And then with that, you can just gently close your eyes, taking a few nice slow breaths. Can be inhaling deeply, which is fully embracing life. And also exhaling gently and fully, which is about allowing yourself to fully release the things that you don't need now. So the focus now is just on letting go and feeling any tension that you have in your body to start to melt away. And as you breathe, you can imagine your lungs filling with pure, clear light with each inhale and allowing any tension, again, more tension to release with each exhale. So with each breath, you feel more relaxed and your body starts to feel lighter. And as you continue to breathe, you can notice that fully embracing life and fully letting go allows you to be more present because you're here with yourself. So you can imagine now, with this in mind, sending some of this beautiful light and energy into the area around your brain with each inhale, allowing the cells of your brain to relax so your mind can feel clearer with each breath. And as you do this, allow any thoughts that you don't need right now to just drift away with your intention. Just ask them to drift off. I sometimes imagine them like little bubbles that are floating into the air. And also letting them know that they can come back later to evaluate the process. That's one of the values of the before and after analysis is your rational mind wants to do that. So for now, though, it's time to just allow your mind to clear and relax. And as you do this, you'll notice that you can allow your body and your mind to relax while also staying alert. So you can listen to my words and feel clear about your perceptions and be present to the process. Next, remembering that your intention is powerful. Ask any energy that's not your own to leave your space now. This includes your body and the ball of energy around you that is your energy field. Just lovingly ask these energies to go back where they came from. And notice what you experience as you do this. You might actually sense something releasing. This is helpful because we tend to pick up bits of other people's energy through the day as a tabletop picks up dust. And when you ask these energies to leave your space, you create more space to simply be you. In a similar way, we leave bits of our own energy in other places and in other times. And with the power of your attention, again, you can ask any energy that you've left in other times and places to come back to you now in this moment. As you do this, you may notice that you feel even more comfortable, relaxed, and free to be yourself. This is also a good time to begin to notice that you may feel different now compared to when you started this process. So just focus on relaxing into the present moment and notice how this feels. Just being yourself, being more relaxed, and with your intention opening to the divine. Now to continue, focus on sending your breath into the area around your heart, where the loving energy of the soul connects with the body. Imagine that you're sending loving energy into this area with each breath. So as you breathe, there is more and more love in your heart. And as you continue breathing, you can see or feel this loving energy becoming stronger. So it may seem like there's a luminous ball of light or an intensifying feeling in the area of your heart. focusing on this energy and light, just allow it to become brighter now, breathing in more of that love into your heart. And feel this loving energy radiating out all around you so you're completely surrounded by the light and the love. And you can feel this loving energy touching every cell of your body with its radiance. Sometimes I imagine little hearts, like there's a little heart in each cell. And as I imagine that, I can feel this kind of tingling in my cells, which is a validation to me. They like that. So now, as the space around you fills with love, you may also want to allow your energy to expand out. So as you're sending that energy outward from your heart, just allow that whole field around you to expand out freely. You know, we often contract our energy to protect ourselves. But now here you're safe. So you can just let go and allow that ball of light around you to expand out freely, feeling yourself being free. And also understanding as you do that, that energy of connectedness, feeling yourself as a meaningful part of all that is. As you do this, if you came with an intention to release something, or if any discomfort comes up in your heart, you can simply allow it to come into your awareness and ask the breath to release it. Just breathing more love into it. Sometimes when we open to the love in our hearts, we encounter blocks in there, which are usually protections. We protect ourselves because this is vulnerable here, the heart, the love. So we can also, as we do this, just start to allow those burdens, those sense of needing to be protected, to release. And understanding and releasing any pain you feel will help you to completely embrace the love that you hold in your heart. So it opens more with practice. If you want to take this process a step further, which is always fun from my perspective, you can shift your focus now to the area above your head and imagine another light above you that's radiating an even higher frequency of loving energy from your source in the higher dimensions. So if you look at the love you hold in your heart and connecting with that energy as being a boost in frequency for yourself, connecting with this higher frequency from your source is even greater. So you keep expanding on that. So just allow that light from above to start radiating down. You can imagine it just surrounding you and coming in through the top of your head, radiating down through your body. So it comes down your head and your shoulders. You might notice even more tension that wants to be released. Going down to the tips of your fingers, your whole torso, and down to the tips of your toes. And as I mentioned, irradiating out again, filling your whole field with this higher frequency, which also may allow you to expand out even more. And as we do this, as we embrace that energy that comes down from source, what happens in the long term, or if you continue to raise that frequency, the separation between you and anything just disappears. So you might want to invite another bit of that light to come down and feel yourself even more connected with that oneness with your source, with God. Understanding that this is your true nature, that love is your true nature. And just sense yourself being in perfect balance and harmony with everything and everyone. It's also a wonderful place to be in, to send that love out to the world. When you have an abundance of love, then it's a natural thing to want to share it. And you can imagine that now. You can send it out to your loved ones specifically, can send it to your community, can send it to the whole planet. The love that we share is one of the most valuable things we can do for ourselves and for everyone. Now, it's kind of like, to me, one of the greatest parts of this, and one of the things that I most valued when I started doing this, is from this place of peace, from this place of presence and connectedness, you can ask for guidance on any challenge you may be experiencing. And you may feel that you're connecting with your own soul at a higher level. You may connect with angels, with guides. You can open and ask for a guide to speak with you, for an angel to speak with you, for God to speak with you. And when I started this, and even now, often I allow the words to just come out onto paper. So I write them out, and I'll start writing before I even have full sentences, because I want to allow the words to come out purely and not be analyzed by my my brain, which wants to question, well, is this right? Is that really the message? I think generally the key is to accept the first thing that comes through. Like, if there was a word now that describes the value that you have as a wonderful human and spiritual being, what might that word be? And just allow your mind to open to what comes, and then notice that. Again, focusing on just fully embracing yourself. Because in essence, the heart of the spiritual journey really is a transformation of our perspective on who we are, from limited physical beings to brilliant, magnificent spiritual beings who are connected with everyone and everything and all possibilities and miracles. And being in this place is really valuable for just integrating that fully into who you are here right now. And if you want, we can, well, I think not if you want, I would say, just to be able to be present to this, I'd like to just pause for a moment of silence and allow you to sense, just sense the presence that is you. And as I did this, I felt the message coming to me to remind you of how magnificent you truly are, from that place, from a place of purity, from a place of love, divine love. It's almost like we can't hear that enough. How important it is to value ourselves, not as being better than anyone, not as being anything to even compare to anyone else, but just to be us, fully ourselves, because that's what we came here to be. And that's when our gifts can be most easily given to benefit the world, when we can just be ourselves. It is, as I mentioned, a wonderful place just to rest in this energy and to ask for any guidance that is wanting to come through to you. It really changed my life when I did that. And now, when the process feels complete, it's time to shift your awareness back to present time and feel yourself where you are in this moment, making note of your body's position. And also that being in a state of connectedness and being connected with the love that is true to who you are, it isn't something you have to go someplace to experience. You can bring that back with you. So as we come toward the end here, I'd like to just remind you that it's so easy in any moment to choose to breathe in love, to just take a moment to slow down, to breathe and feel that love. Because the more you practice that, the more you can really sense that as being real for you. And as we prepare now to move on to our next round for the day, I just want to also make sure that you are grounded. So just feel yourself firmly in your seat with your feet on the ground. And realize again that you can carry this loving energy with you everywhere. You can share it with others and just feel good. This is great for your health too, by the way. Longevity, it's all connected. And just remember you can pause anytime and connect with the love in your heart. Or even without pausing, just focus on wherever you are breathing love because it's always there. So with that, I just want to thank you. Thank you for being with me and wishing you a wonderful day. Another thing you can do right now is just imagine sending that love out and filling your whole day with it. So that as you go through the day, you can feel it because it's there for you. It's waiting for you in the future. So again, thank you and have a wonderful day, a magical day.
Jane, thank you. One of the things that you did was to help us be reminded of our true essence.
Mm-hmm.
And the words and the feelings that came through to me were grace, patience, seeking the beauty in others, and love personified. And
Wow.
they're beautiful terms.
Mm-hmm.
As I was sitting in there, I could so feel it. And I love that essence. And I would love to be that essence all the time. And then I was reminded how in the physical world, in the 3D, we get triggered by other people's issues and life issues. And
Right.
um, how do you suggest that folks step further into that true essence of themselves when they're being dragged and pulled in the 3D? Any words of advice?
um, well, this guy just came. This is Buddy.
My body.
Having dogs around, I think, is great. That's just what happened. Um, I think again, the more you can focus on breathing love, the more powerful it becomes. And as you know, Ruth, my husband Philip and I, we have an institute, Awakenings Institute, a nonprofit organization that really is about creating a more loving world. And as part of that, we teach a lot of healing techniques. And actually the primary source of healing energy that we use, which is also another validator of the power of love, is spiritual energy. If you want to healing with spiritual energy is the fastest and easiest way to do it. So we do that. We use EFT, also a holistic version of EFT. And it really, again, always focuses at the end of the healing process on connecting with your own guidance and wisdom. Because like you were saying, we so rarely do that. For some, maybe you've never done that before. Maybe you've never asked, what the special qualities are that you have. Because the more specific also we can be in our understanding of ourselves also, just as awareness, the more we can appreciate that truth. Each of us is uniquely special. And I just think that that's so beautiful. Because there's no need to compare ourselves to anyone. And it always, if you look at the holistic model, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, the spiritual is the deepest, and it is love. It's about your perspective on who you are and reconnecting with love. So that to me, that's really my main focus for myself, and in our work, that's what we do too.
And I
And
love,
people love love. So,
exactly. And I love that Buddy joined us this morning
yeah.
because that
He came up just at the right time.
he
This is our
has
new boy.
he has
We've
such
had him
a
for about a month now.
he has such a calm energy about him. He's just it's very
Yeah,
sweet.
he's coming into himself, aren't you, baby?
Well, and he loves
He
you.
was found in a junkyard. We got him from the Humane Society here,
Oh,
and he's very appreciative. Such a sweet boy, aren't you?
my
Yes,
goodness.
you are. It is it, and having things around reminding you of love. I think that's really helpful too. I have a lot of things in my environment. I have actually this is a real favorite of mine. The selenite heart. I love selenite is it's a very high frequency. You can get these at Amazon. I sometimes I I feel like a salesman. I don't I don't have anything to do with selling them, but I just think they're so magnificent. And if you feel the energy, I'm wearing a selenite bracelet because it balances everything and keeps it kind of in order. But the more positive things you can have around you, the better.
Yes. Yes.
And positive things like Enlightened World Network, connecting with that kind of energy and hearing about it. And I think hearing from many different perspectives too is really wonderful because then you get to start to sense also that uniquely special aspect of each person.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. So, Soulful Living is here with us on Enlightened World Network Sundays at 7:30 p.m. Jane, how else can people contact you and find out what all you and Philip are doing in the world?
We have a very extensive website. We started it in the 1990s, late in the 1990s, as you might imagine. But it has many, many pages in different parts of it. The overview is it's gettingthrough.org, which is gettingthrough.org. And if you go to gettingthrough.org/holistic, um, that has a lot of overview on what we do. And if you want to know about Awakenings Institute, it's gettingthrough.org/awakenings. So there's a lot to explore there.
Excellent. Well, Jane and Buddy, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. And our friends, thank you for being here on Enlightened World Network. We have so many amazing hosts that are bringing a font of knowledge here to you. And so much of it is free and easily accessible. So please check out Jane's website. They're also on YouTube. And they're on YouTube here with us at Enlightened World Network for one. But anyway, please check them out. There's such a wealth of information there. So take good care and God bless. Bye.